we begin with the makeup, I just wanted to show you guys the kind of skincare prep I do before applying these products in particular. I find that it helps to have really well hydrated and moisturized skin for all the products to really seamlessly blend in. I would highly recommend prepping your skin as well. Now first up we have the Liquid Touch Weightless Foundation in the shade 270N. I also picked the sample pack in case I wanted to try others. I really like the applicator because it does bring out a lot of product and you can dot that coverage. I wanted to compare it to the Maybelline Fit Me foundation that I use in the shade 310. It's actually quite close in the shade and you can see that the foundation color looks the same on my hand. The only difference I would say is that the Maybelline, honestly, you just need to dot a little bit across your face. I did use my hand here, but after a while I started using a brush to really buff it and give it that sort of airbrushed finish, scarring, redness, etc. And because it doesn't dry down too quickly, you do have time to work with it. I have to say it doesn't feel heavy at all the way full coverage foundations can. It really transfer either. I also picked the concealer in the same shade just to be on the safe side. I personally think it works best with a foundation or some kind of skin tint. I didn't really like the finish on its own. I thought it didn't really add the right tone, but honestly it does an amazing job with your under eyes and any kind of acne spots. I picked up this blush Mini Treeless, which is like a really nice warm peachy tone. I thought it showed up really beautifully on Indian skin and could work with deeper skin tones as well. These blushes deposit a lot of color, but at the same time you can easily blend it out, so I would say work in small dots and layers. I also found that Hope was a really beautiful cool tone blush if you don't want that coral color, and it does add like this light dust of pink, really light in this video because that's how I naturally wear my blush. I don't put a lot of color, but I have also built it up for impact when going out to a party or a wedding. Also, I love these minis so much. I literally carry them with me to work because they're so easy to keep in your bag. Okay, let's put on the rest of my makeup so you can see what it looks like with a full face going. For the record, most of this is drugstore, so you can play around and get a really nice makeup routine for pretty cheap. Also, I highly recommend this mascara. Your lashes look stunning with it. So if you want a really easy to use and affordable eyebrow pencil, I highly recommend the Wet n Wild retractable brow pencil. Just a light hint of color to my lips, and that new on here, this is just to give you the full effect of using the foundation, concealer, blushes and everything together. I loved all of these except for the Stay Vulnerable blush. I thought this was a little underwhelming. The packaging is stunning and the greasy and also too sheer in terms of color payoff, so I had to actually layer it on top of the blushes that I applied before. That said, if you like a barely there look, then this is going to be perfect for you. It's kind of like a stain. And finally, the one shade that I didn't show you earlier, Peace. It's actually turned out to be one of my favorite of the three. Great staying power, so if you want something to last through an event, this is really good for you. I haven't broken out from anything and the color looks amazing for Indian skin. Hope you liked this video and see you next time. Bye!